Welcome to MML's online video series on emotional intelligence and life skills. Self-management is our ability to manage our emotions, thoughts, and behaviors consciously and productively. Self-management remains the core of all management. For managing oneself effectively, self-knowledge is essential. In this video, we will explore self-management with its 5 pillars, wherein the foundation is laid by self-awareness, followed by self-responsibility, self-belief, self-direction, and at the top, self-focus. The foundation of self-management lies in self-awareness. Without self-awareness, managing self is impossible. Self is a 3-dimensional perspective. The first dimension is the self from the perspective of Vedanta, which enlightens us about our true nature, and real self, the pure consciousness that is beyond the body and the mind. The second dimension is the self from the perspective of psychology and traits that offer us knowledge about our unique characteristics, strengths, values, beliefs, and worldview. The third dimension is self from the perspective of emotional intelligence, the knowledge of one's emotions and feelings and their impact on the self and others. If you would like to learn more about self-awareness, please watch MML's video on self-awareness. You also should know your behavioral profile and how people perceive you. You can take this free test to identify your DISC behavioral profile. The DISC tests link has been provided in the YouTube video description. Once you become aware of the 3 dimensions of the self, you will be in position to take responsibility for the self. Self-responsibility is taking responsibility for all the happenings in your life with an internal locus of control. Self-responsibility has 3 dimensions: self-control, self-discipline, internal locus of control, and self-development. If you would like to learn more about these 3 dimensions, please watch MML's video on how to manage and control your emotions. Self-responsibility is about you realizing that you alone are responsible for yours, desires, behavior, communication, quality of your work, results you get, time management, and happiness. Self-belief is our self-assurance in trusting our abilities, capacities, and judgments. The belief that we can achieve our goals. Judging yourself to be capable of success increases your chances of actual success. Judging yourself as not capable of success reduces the chance of success. Henry Ford famously quoted, "If you think you can do it or you think you can't do it, you are right." The Dalai Lama once said, "With the realization of one's own potential and self-confidence is one's ability, one can build a better world." What self-belief is and is not? Self-belief means that you should have enough self-confidence to change, but not overestimate your abilities, as that you could become a fixed mindset attitude. You should be willing to grow and adapt, but still have ideas about your strengths and weaknesses so that you can work on the weaker areas. If you would like to learn more about self-belief and how to change your self-limiting beliefs, please watch MML's video on how to change your limiting beliefs and gain confidence, ABCDE model. To reinforce your self-belief, you need to know and work following your core strengths and core values. You can take the free tests to identify your core strengths and core personal values. These test links have been provided in the YouTube video description. Discover your strengths. Discover your values. Self-direction is choosing a purposeful path aligned with one's core strengths, core values, and life purpose while being mindful about focusing more on the process and direction than the short-term goals. A self-directed person does not get deterred by short-term failures and setbacks as he or she is focused on the purposeful direction, resulting in infusing meaning in the life. To know your life purpose and direction, please take the free test. The test link has been provided in the YouTube video description. Life Purpose and Direction Test. Self-focus is the ability to concentrate on what is important at the moment and direct your mental efforts towards it despite the distractions. Mindfulness is the foundation of self-focus. Swami Vivekananda said, "All knowledge that we have, either of the external or internal world, is obtained through only one method: by the concentration of the mind. No knowledge can be had of any science unless we can concentrate our minds upon the subject. Concentration is the essence of all knowledge. Nothing can be done without it. 90% of thought force is wasted by the ordinary human being, and therefore he is constantly committing blunders. The focused mind never blunders. When the mind is focused and turned inward, all within us will be our servants, and we become masters." The Greeks focused on the external world, and the result was perfection in art, literature, etc. The Hindus focused on the internal world and developed the science of yoga. Yoga is controlling the senses, will and mind, wherein through self-focus we learn to control instead of being controlled. If you would like to learn more about self-focus and how to excel in your life, please watch MML's video on Flow, How to Excel in Your Life with Self-Focus. Hope now you have a holistic perspective on the self-management. Keep watching MML videos to enhance your emotional intelligence and self-skills.